Hey guys, how you doing? Ron here with TechTipsToGo. So in today's video, we're just going to go over a recap of what's been going on in the Vechain news and the Vechain world. So first off, I just want to say Happy Father's Day to every fathers out there. Great job. So let's get into the video. To start the video off, let's start off with Vechain Stats. So in terms of burn rate, we're still looking good. We still have an average roughly about 3 to 4.5 million. Sometimes I look at Vechain Stats. I don't monitor it so much anymore because, like I said in my previous video, it's just going to be like white noise. We're kind of used to this VTHOR burn, right? And if we look at the VTHOR burn, today we're about 3.2 million. Yesterday was about 3.7, so almost 4 million. So that was great because I remember like the first quarter of 2020, we were kind of hesitant and always looking back and saying, when are we going to get more burn, right? A lot of people out there were always kind of questioning, saying, well, until we see more burn and more partnerships and people using the VeChain mainnet, then price will drive up. But a lot has come in the past couple of weeks, couple of months, with Coinbase making that announcement that VeChain is going to be listed, and more burn rate on the mainnet. And I remember there were some days and some weeks where we'd have 5 million plus, which is great. And like I said, in the future we're just going to be looking at like 5 million or 10 million VTHO burn rate, and it's just going to be like normal. It's going to be like everyday white noise. So anyway, so let's take a look at what's going around Twitter. So we've got Moli. So cert, that was a partnership with Idante. So Idante and the Cyprus Hospital, which was kind of, they have like COVID-E passports, I would say. And if you look at what's burning, they were able to catch a clip of this. Now let's turn up the volume on this one. I don't know about you guys, but for me, I get excited. You know what? Because the reason why I get excited about this, when I see Deloitte firing, when I see Walmart firing, when I see Idante's application firing, when I look at all this and I see all the fireworks go on, it gets me excited. It gets me super excited. Why? Because it's just the start. Imagine, like I said, imagine in 2, 3, 4 years and you're holding on to VET and you got underneath VET, underneath a penny. Guys, amazing. People keep asking me, like, should I get into VET now? Should I wait for a dip? Guys, you'll never be able to time the dip at its high or at its low, even when you go to sell. So always kind of look at your exit strategies. And I had this question the other day, what is my exit strategy in terms of VET? So for me, it differs because everyone has their bag. Whether you have 1 million, whether you have 100,000, whether you have 5 million, whether you have 15 million, makes a big difference. So I'm not going to say how much VET I have, but let's say you've got 1 million. And like I said, if VET goes to $1, which I think it'll get, obviously it'll get to $1, but it's just a matter of how many bull runs is it going to take to get there. So if you had 1 million, right, you are taxed. In Canada, you're about probably capital gains. So you're almost about 50% of capital gains. So how much you've made, the profit you've made on that is taxable at 50% of your gain. So if you do the math, you're not left with $1 million. So, do you want 1 million or do you want 2? And then what I'd look at doing is, for me, I'd probably exit roughly around, let's say, maybe 25 cents or maybe 10 cents or maybe 15 cents plus 10% of my ROI, and then kind of bank on the rest, and then take another level, maybe about 50 cents, and do another 10%, right? But I think the most important thing is your first initial return on investment, and then continue to bag and hold, right? Because if you believe in the project now and you see where it's heading, kind of look at the momentum of what's going on. Like, as we can see, we keep making, I keep making videos. And like I said, it's not that it's challenging or difficult, but VeChain keeps these in terms of the news. And the great thing is, we're in so many different markets, which is amazing and incredible. I don't know many other blockchain companies or BAS companies that are in so many markets, and that's kind of a big thanks to DNVGL and PricewaterhouseCoopers and Deloitte, right? And shout out to DNVGL doing an amazing job, and everyone else who was kind of like building upon the Vechain toolchain. So let's get into DNVGL. My last video, or one of my main last videos, was the Viking cruise line, and I think, like, I really love this project because it's another reference going forward into this market with vessels and ships and cruise lines. If a cruise line like Disney or Carnival Cruise or any European cruise out there, or the cruises in Asia, like, we're all from North America, so Canada, US, so we're familiar with like Royal Caribbean, Disney Cruise, and Carnival Cruises. So that's huge, and that's a huge part of the industry. And as we look forward, I'm pretty sure that one of these companies are going to adopt this Vechain toolchain kit, because if you think about it, like, who else is doing this? Who else has a reference to say that we have a successful pilot, or we have a successful, not even a pilot, a successful project that is live, and here's how it worked, and here's how it was built, right? And it's just the start. We've seen it already, like with food traceability. We've seen Walmart, we've seen Tyson Foods, we've seen, the France, we've seen the wines, right? The list keeps going on and on and on. And this is just one, right? Imagine like a year and a half from now. That's why I'm so excited about like this whole Vechain toolchain kit, because it's a toolchain that they built that is here. Go run with it, take it, build upon it. Here's my army, like PwC, DMVGL. And just imagine like a year from now or 2 years from now. And it's going to be funny because I want you guys to kind of reference back at my videos and say, hey, Ron, remember when we were like burning like 3 million, and in the future we're going to be like, yeah, now we're burning like 15 million, right? But well, not, it's not even hoping. I think like 10 to 15 million VTOR burn per day. It's going to come. All right, so let's see what's going on. So we got, the Cyprus hospital is burning. And like I said, so we've got like the COVID kind of passport for the cruise lines. But look at this, then we have medical and hospitals, right? The Cyprus hospital with Idante. So Idante's app right here, which is pretty cool. And you could see at the bottom, powered by Vechain toolchain. That's some great marketing. Well, not that it gets a lot of traffic, but I'm sure if there's any visitors from North America or wherever that sees this and that uses the app, apparently it has over 1,200 downloads so far. So this is great. I love it. Like, you could get it on the Play Store, download on the App Store, and look at, you have a COVID-19 e-certification. And a lot of focus, like a lot of business focus has been shifted towards like COVID-19 related things that'll benefit like the consumer's health, right? Whether it's awareness campaigns, etc. So this is what I really love, and it's powered by that Vechain. All right, so let's take a look at Idante's app. When you go download it, you can actually download from the App Store. So you can see Idante, and the cool thing is powered by Vechain toolchain at the bottom here. And here, it's just not used for COVID passports, but if you look at, this is for like a herpes test, e-certification. Authority, the test type is a herpes zoster, date, negative, transaction ID, certification history. But this is really awesome, guys, because imagine what we're going to have for the future. And this is not just for COVID, right? Imagine you can have and carry your own kind of medical passport wherever you go, in terms of whether you travel. So imagine this use case. Like, as you know, like if you're in Canada or North America, US, Canada, you go to a doctor, let's say you go to a walk-in clinic, especially in Canada, the databases are all centralized, even in the medical offices here. So I went to a medical office, walk-in clinic, want to get something checked out. What ended up happening, I said, well, can you check up, I asked the doctor, I said, can you check my history? And she said, oh, we don't have access to that. You'd have to go to your family doctor. Right, so imagine the use case for Vechain in this type of setting and application, where it could be, everything's on the public blockchain. So imagine carrying like some kind of medical passport where doctors can kind of see your history, all within your profile, right, that you have in the cloud or on the public blockchain. So that is awesome. I just see a lot of very good things happening for Vechain, especially in this, right? Like, how many other companies that are competing with Vechain that has this tool chain that is in medical, hospital, agriculture, food traceability, carbon credits, BYD, gas, LNG, right? The list goes on, and I'm probably only naming like 30% of the industries that they're in, right? And then all the partnerships with DNVGL and PwC. Anyways, I just wanted to kind of give you guys your VeChain crack for Father's Day. So anyways, guys, I hope you liked the video. Please subscribe, join, comment, subscribe to the channel, comment. I answer a lot of questions that you guys might have, and also join my free Telegram group, guys. It's free. So whether you're new to cryptocurrency and you want to learn more about VeChain, etc., or different altcoins that we talk about, come join the group. We have a bunch of admins that are very knowledgeable. I'm in there quite often because in our group it's pretty fun because, you know, like I said, we talk about like Las Vegas when we're gonna moon. These guys talk about pouring Gatorade on me, and you know, it gets exciting, especially when, you know, VeChain reaches to $1. Like, I put my phone away and I'm, you know, for an hour, and I'm waking up to or looking at like 500-600 messages. So anyways, thanks for watching. Like I said, join my Telegram group, subscribe, comment, and I'll see you tomorrow.